What's up everyone, Soldier First Class here. In today's mission, we've got a new Final Fantasy VII Remake leak. We'll talk about the Materia system, episode length, release date, and more. When it comes to the term episodic, there's a lot of misconception about what it actually means amongst the fans. Executive producer Yoshinori Kitase stated it will be in a format similar to Final Fantasy XIII, where each part will be roughly 40 to 60 hours of content. When it comes to the scope of Final Fantasy VII's story, it makes sense that expanding upon it would cause the need for multi-part releases, or as the Night Sky Prince likes to call it, a multi-game epic. I believe we found leaked information that may confirm the length of each part and how many there will be. We're also going to discuss information about Yuffie and Vincent, towns and exploration, and a release date. Credit goes to Reddit user Steelers4190 for his post revealing this information. In the post, he stated an acquaintance of his that works in gaming journalism had provided the information from an inside source. He was skeptical of the information and stated as much in the post. I'll put a link to it in the description below. He states in the post, FF7 Remake is going to have a huge presence at E3. He says to expect a pretty lengthy trailer that will incorporate gameplay and story. There will also be a gameplay demonstration as well. We will also get a release date, not a window, but a date. Early November 2019, he would not give me a hard day. He claims it will be split into two parts, and part 1 will end with the death of Aerith. The wait between part 1 and part 2 will not be a very long one in comparison to this initial wait. The games will have expanded plot points and locations with tweaks here and there, but the overall narrative will be familiar to fans of the original. After reading this post, it got me even more excited. With the implications this type of release structure has, this could be a new revolution in game design. Ending the first part on a moment like that one will leave a lasting impression that will take you a while to recover from. This seems to me like perfect pacing and the right amount of content to justify splitting it up into two parts. It also means the general outlook of the remake could be more positive as a whole. With the framework already in place, the release window for the second part wouldn't be nearly as long. We could see the second part in less than 2 years if the development goes smoothly. Moving on to more of the post, he also tells me that the towns and cities feel much more real and organic. Real roads are present and feel like they serve realistic functions. A world that feels living. Each location feels unique and feels like it exists for a reason. It makes sense that people put up shop there once upon a time when people were settling in Gaia. This information is awesome for me because having a living world is something I love in games. It will help pull you in with an immersive experience where the NPCs feel like real people. With the way the game looks in its current state, I have no doubt all the new NPCs we'll see will look incredible. Now for those wanting to know about optional characters, the post had information on them as well. It states, Yuffie and Vincent will be much more organically tied into the story. He said that even though Yuffie is a mandatory character, the window that you obtain her in is optional. It can range anywhere from Junon region to Rocket Town. She is obtained via side quest early, but an automatically triggered event will occur later if you don't have her already. This is exciting because it means that their stories will be further expanded upon now that they're an important and required part of the narrative. Walking into the Shinra mansion, entering Vincent's coffin area, and seeing the room straight out of a horror movie could be one of my favorite scenes in the whole remake. He also went on to say, Jenova will be expanded upon, but they are going to keep her origins a bit mysterious. She's going to be frightening with this new tech. I can't wait to see Jenova, not only in her monster form, but also how they handle her Nibelheim reactor design. With the way the rest of the cast looks, I have a feeling she'll not only be eerily beautiful, but her monster form will be a sight to behold. His information also provided us with a little insight into the Materia system. He states that magic and summon Materia will be very familiar in their use. You'll also want to strategically attach Materia, as the characters will be a little less like blank slates than they were in the original. They will have their own styles in combat and constantly utilize them in a way that will be beneficial for players. Trying to just spam one character will not get you very far in the game. You don't want to load your close quarters guys with a bunch of magic and weaken their attack and HP stats since they have to be close to the enemies to do damage. Characters like Vincent and Barrett could shoulder a little more since they don't have to be up close and personal to deal damage. If this is true, materia and character building will actually mean something. It will require strategy when determining who equips certain materias and how your decisions will affect combat. It also means that characters will have natural strengths and weaknesses and will need to be equipped with that end in mind. I love the idea of this, as it means strategy will be a key component when deciding every single aspect of the gameplay. Tetsuya Nomura could be designing his masterpiece right before our eyes. Overall, this information could be entirely credible or it could be completely false, but we do know that E3 is right around the corner and that means news is coming. Could Square Enix expand upon the length of its multi-game epic and give us a release date? Could we see the world and exploration reveals? Are Yuffie and Vincent going to make an appearance at the show? What do you think, soldiers? Thanks for watching, and don't forget to omni-slash that like button. Let me know in the comments section below what you think of this information. Subscribe to the channel, and ring that notification bell to join the ranks of Soldier today. And for all the latest Final Fantasy VII Remake news, rumors, and trailers, I'm Soldier First Class, and I'm on to the next mission. Later, guys.